told you that the only thing standing between you and the life you dream of is you? Sounds harsh, right? But let's be real, self-doubt is a silent dream killer. And today, we're not just going to call it out, we're going to rip it apart and figure out how it sneaks into your life. I want you to stick around because by the end of the video, you'll not only understand self-doubt, but you'll know how to kick it out of your way for good. Hi friends, just quickly popping in to let you know that the next video won't be, or the next few videos won't be the traditional YouTube video that everybody is used to. This is actually a video course or a digital course that I created that I was going to sell initially, but in the end it kind of felt icky to me to sell something that I feel should be freely available on the internet. So I put a lot of time and work and passion into this project, and I really just want everybody to have access to this information. So it is in a very different format than you see most YouTube videos, but I really hope that it helps somebody out there and that you actually learn something from the course that I have created. So without further ado, let's get into it. Welcome to How to Ditch Self-Doubt and Actually Reach Your Goals in 90 Days. I'm Lisa, and I am so excited that you are here, and I'm so proud of you for making this investment in yourself. Whether you immediately realize that self-sabotage or self-doubt plays a role in your life, or if you've known for years, I'm here to help you with a game plan so that you can choose yourself and your success every single day without doubting your capabilities. So as someone who's been struggling with self-doubt and procrastination, which has led to self-sabotage for years, I know exactly how it feels to be held back by that inner voice saying, you're not good enough, you'll never be successful, or you'll never reach that goal weight. And in this course, you'll find everything and all the tools you need to take control of your mindset and to actually start implementing your goals and your ideas. All right, so let's get real for a second. This course isn't going to be your typically over-polished, picture-perfect, cookie-cutter, unicorn poop production, and let me sugarcoat everything for you type of vibe. No, this is going to be a no BS approach on how to live your dream life. We're keeping things casual. It's like I'm just coming over for a cup of coffee and we're diving into this together. It's going to be raw, it's going to be unfiltered and straight to the point, because life isn't perfect and neither is this journey, but that's what makes it real. So before we kick things off, I need you to treat this seriously, like I'm right there with you, because this isn't something you can just half-ass and expect miracles. We're working on your future, and that starts now, not tomorrow, not next week. This is no more of that I'll start Monday mindset. No, we're doing this today, you and me together. This isn't a course you can watch and implement later. You need to implement the steps as you are consuming the course. I'm going to repeat that. You need to implement the steps as you are consuming the course. Because here's the deal. This course can only help you if you are genuinely ready to make changes. It's not some magic pill. You'll need to show up, you'll need to do the work, and you need to make the tough choices, because your inner critic is going to try and talk you out of it. But if you stick with this and commit to the process, it can seriously change your life. So knowing what to do is the easy part. Taking action on your plans, that is the hard part. And you have to do that every day. So buckle up, buttercup, because we're in this for real, and I've got your back every step of the way. So what is self-doubt and how does it show up in our lives? So obviously, if you are here, you more or less know what self-doubt is. It is that nagging inner voice that makes you question your worth and capabilities. It's that whisper that says, you're not good enough, or you don't deserve this.
And we all experience this at some point, but for many of us, it becomes a constant voice in our heads that hold us back from going after what we really want. Self doubt isn't a one size fits all. It can show up in different ways, depending on your personality and your life experiences. And there are three common forms of self doubt that you might recognize. The first one being imposter syndrome. So, imposter syndrome is when you feel like a fraud, even though you have already achieved success or you have the skills to do something. It's like getting a promotion at work but constantly thinking, I don't deserve this, or someone's going to find out I'm not as good as they think I am. And then there is fear of failure, which is one of the most paralyzing forms of self-doubt. It's when the fear of making a mistake or not being perfect stops you from even trying. I want to say that again. It stops you from even trying. You haven't even tried to make or to do anything yet. So there aren't any mistakes to be made or anything to fail at for that matter. Maybe you've always wanted to start a business but the thought of not the business not working out keeps you stuck in place. It literally paralyzes you with fear. The third one is perfectionism. So perfectionism convinces you that unless everything is flawless, it's not worth doing. So you spend hours, even days, over analyzing or tweaking something to the point where you never actually move forward. So you're stuck in a constant state of this analysis paralysis and you're just not going anywhere. And then it can also show up as procrastination, frequent feelings of regret, avoiding feedback, and even a failure of success. But I want to cut to the chase and let you know that self doubt actually is no joke. It's not just some annoying voice in your head that is just there. It's a serious problem that can wreck your mental health if you let it. Studies have shown a clear link between constant self doubt and things like mood swings, low self esteem, anxiety, and even depression. It doesn't just mess with your mind, it seeps into your relationships and your overall well being. So, now here's the real danger. Self doubt doesn't just sit back quietly, it's quite sneaky. It actively holds you back. So, it keeps you playing small, it makes you afraid to take risks. It just convinces you to wait until you're ready or you're good enough. But you're never going to feel 100% ready. You're never going to feel 100% good enough. It's just not human nature. We're flawed. We're not perfect. So self doubt just keeps you trapped in your comfort zone. And then that's just sabotaging your potential every single day. But we're here to change that today. How can we identify your unique limiting belief? All right, now that we've unpacked what self doubt actually looks like, it's time we get a bit personal. So I want you to ask yourself, how is self doubt showing up in my life? Maybe you've been holding back at work, or maybe there's a dream you keep pushing aside because of fear of perfectionism is just getting in your way. Or it could be a fear of failure or even a fear of success. I want you to remember that self doubt only has the power that you give to it. And next time that it creeps in, I want you to call it out for what it is. It's just a thought, it's not the truth. And I've added some journaling prompts to the description below, but we'll go through them together. So you can pause this video and just when you need to, and you can jot down your thoughts because awareness is the first step to breaking through those limiting beliefs. So, our first prompt will be, where did this belief come from? Where did you first hear or learn this belief? It might be from a parent or a teacher, society, or even a person that you are or have been in a relationship with. Have these people told you you're not good enough, or you've never succeeded before, so what makes you think you'll do it now, or you'll never lose the weight, whatever it is? I want you to recognize that this belief wasn't something that you were born with, and it was something that was potentially given to you or you picked up along the way. And that can help you to start letting it go. So I want you to jot down some notes and then move on to the next prompt. The second prompt is this belief true? Take a moment and just ask yourself, is this belief actually true, or is this just something that I've been telling myself? Write down any evidence that you can think of that contradicts this belief. So, for example, if your limiting belief is I'm not good enough, think of times when you've succeeded or when you were praised for your work or something that you might have accomplished in your life. And your third prompt would be, what would I do if I didn't have this belief? Now, this one is a real game changer because just think, how would your life be different? What would you actually do if you believed in yourself fully? What risks would you take? So, by writing this down, you can unlock a whole new perspective, and that will help you start thinking beyond these invisible walls that you've built around your mind. And it's time to see what is possible when self doubt isn't in your driver's seat. Right, so now is the perfect time for change. Let's be real, it's easy to feel like you've missed your chance or like there's some magical right time to make changes and you've missed the window. But here's the truth, it's never too late to start over. Some of the most successful, happiest people made life-altering changes well into their journeys, after kids, after career changes, even after major failures. We can take a look at some of the most well-known names out there, like Walt Disney. He was told he lacked imagination and had no good ideas. Oprah was told she was unfit for TV. Stephen King's book Carrie was rejected 30 times. Anna Wintour was fired from Harper's Bazaar before becoming the editor-in-chief at Vogue, and she said everyone should be sacked at least once in their career because perfection doesn't exist. J.K. Rowling, she was fired as a secretary. She hit rock bottom as a divorced single mom, and then she went on to write Harry Potter. And she said that I had failed on an epic scale, so rock bottom became the solid foundation on which I rebuilt my life. Like Beyonce also said, the reality is sometimes you lose and you have to embrace those things. There's no point in dwelling on the mistakes and the failures and what you didn't achieve. So what is my point here? My point is imagine where these people would be if they gave up because of self-doubt or if they felt that they weren't good enough. They didn't let failure or fear stop them, and neither should you. You're not behind. You're exactly where you need to be right now. Whether you're thinking about shifting careers or starting a new business or working on personal growth, I want you to remember this. You are not starting from zero. You are starting from experience, and that already gives you a head start.
Let today be the day that you call self-doubt out for what it is. It's just a thought and not the truth. If this video resonated with you at all, hit that like and subscribe button if you want some more of these videos. And in the comments, I want you guys to tell me one way that self-doubt has held you back. The easiest way to move on from it is just to acknowledge it. Let's support each other and let's just kick self-doubt to the curb for good. And thank you guys for having me today, and I'll see you in the next one.